when you hear that a conference has this many partners, it tells you can get a bunch of resources. I can't tell you how many times I would attend different conferences, and I would use those conferences to find, a background screening company, HRS, ATS, a wellness option. Like, you can find so many different things. I can't tell you how many benefits that I've brought back to different offices after getting there, because there's so many things I just didn't realize existed in the world. You go to conferences and you're like,
whoa, there's a lot out there.
Let's say you just want to grow your career, right? And you're like, eventually I want to grow my career. This is probably a good conference to attend higher level presentations, so you can understand the topics that you should be getting prepared for, that you should start paying attention to, that you should start training for, that you should start wanting to be involved in, so you can learn early on in your career. That's just my assumption. That's what I would do. Hey y'all, this is Tamika, the face behind Heyyy HR. And remember, I did a video telling you all of the, I won't say all, but a good number of options. I think it was about 6 of them, of different minority HR conferences you could attend this year in 2025. And I told you that I was going to do a separate video about global HR conferences. So if you haven't checked that video out, I put the link to that video down in the description box. But now we're going to talk about 3 amazing, and I won't even say amazing because I haven't attended them, but they're well developed. I really want to attend them. They're on my wish list of conferences to attend. So if you want to know about 3 well-developed, amazing resources, jam-packed filled conferences that are global conferences, then definitely keep watching. And before I say the first, I want y'all to know these are not in a particular order. I just did an order when I found them, okay? So I don't have them in order by date or anything like that. So the first one is going to be the HR Congress World Summit. This Congress, or this summit, they call conferences all kinds of things, right? In this case, this conference is called a summit. It works just like a regular conference you may attend in the US. So this conference is going to be May 20th to May 21st, just 2 days this year, 2025, in Lisbon, Portugal. So the pricing needs to be converted, because if you go to the website, it's not in US dollars. I always use a online calculator, conversion calculator called OANDA. OANDA. So I always use that to convert, but this conference is pretty small. It's on a smaller scale from the other conferences that I will tell you guys about. This one has, traditionally has about 600 attendees and 80 different speakers. 80 speakers is wild. I think that's amazing. Most times you can get tons of recertification credits, especially when they have this number of speakers. And especially when they have 600 attendees. That's huge. So it's centered around the roadmap for HR pros navigating the business landscape. So if you're an HR professional and you struggle with trying to define the ROI of HR or your people or people processes or benefits or payroll or things like that, and how it could really impact the business that you're working for, or ways that you can save money for this business, or ways that you can increase the value for this business, then this conference is really, really good, because it goes over all parts of HR. And I just think that I don't think I give my MBA, my Master's of Business Administration degree, enough credit. It really helps me to understand how business works with HR, and it makes it marry together so well for me. It intertwines, that so well because it all goes together. Now HR has grown from just being personnel or just being the, HR person, to now they're a strategic partner. We're included in C-suite level meetings. We're included in strategy. We are treated as decision makers for the company. And so this type of conference can really help you to really propel your HR department, your people, your employees, your managers, and the strategy of how you manage your people so much better. So that's the HR Congress World Summit. You want more details, just go to www.hrworldsummit.com. I'll put it right down here. Check it out. It's coming up pretty soon. We're only about 2 months away. So definitely look into getting funding, or if you have extra funding, use it, request it, book your flights, get there, attend, and tell me all about it. All right. So on to the next conference. The next conference is called Future of Work. So it could be a little confusing, right? Because it doesn't have anything about human resources in the title. It doesn't have anything about human resources in the makeup of what it's called. And so it could be a little confusing, but all the topics that they cover are all HR related. It is actually located in various regions. So it makes it a little bit more flexible for you to attend. Hence the reason why the website is called www.futureofworkseries.com. And so you can attend in Toronto, Canada from April 1st to April 2nd of this year. You can also attend in the US in New York City. I believe it's New York City, but definitely New York, the state of New York, from June 11th to June 12th. This year, 2025. You can attend in the APAC region if you like. It's going to be in Singapore in October of 2025. Or you can decide, okay, I'm going to just go to EMEA and I'm going to attend in Europe and the London, UK area from November 25th to November 26th. So it's going to be a little hard for us in the US to attend the UK conference because that's usually when we're celebrating Thanksgiving, right? But if you like, those are your dates, right? If you're like, you know what, Tamika, I want to do something a little bit different for Thanksgiving this year, then that's what you do. It includes all global speakers, global topics, of course, with the HR focus, people focus, and then it also includes all levels of HR. So you can start anywhere from someone that's just working in the HR department as a support, all the way up to your chief human resources officer. This conference targets all of those people. It has presentations for all of those people. So let's say you just want to grow your career, right? And you're like, you know, eventually I want to grow my career. This is probably a good conference to like attend higher level presentations so you can understand like the topics that you should be getting prepared for, that you should start paying attention to, that you should start training for, that you should start wanting to be involved in so you can learn early on in your career. That's just my assumption. That's what I would do. And then it also is a little bit smaller than the HR Congress World Summit, but it has 500 attendees, 50 different speakers, and 70 different partners. So when you hear that a conference has this many partners, it tells you you can get a bunch of resources. I can't tell you how many times I would attend different conferences and I would use those conferences to find, you know, a background screening company, HRS, a ATS, a wellness option. Like you can find so many different things. I can't tell you how many benefits that I've brought back to different offices after getting there because there's so many things I just didn't realize like existed in the world. You go to conferences and you're like,
whoa, there's a lot out there.
So let's move on to our last conference. That next conference is going to be the CIPD Festival of Work. So if you're like, Tamika, I don't know nothing about CIPD. Yeah, it's more of a focus in other countries, not necessarily the US. But I just did a video telling you about the difference between the CIPD certification, the HRCI, and the SHRM certification. So not only will I put it here, but I'll put the link to that down in the description box as well. Because the CIPD, if you're eager to work globally, you want to move and live somewhere else, that type of thing, is probably a good organization to be a part of. This year, the conference is going to be in London. It's going to be from June 11th to June 12th. So the CIPD Festival of Work is going to be June 11th to June 12th. And it's going to have 11,500 or more attendees. That one's huge. It reminds me of SHRM. The National SHRM Conference, the year that I attended, I think was 2019, and it had over 20,000 subscribers, which was massive. So this is massive as well. I personally, I can't say which one I like better than the other. Because I'm an HR girly, so I'm in heaven at all of them. But this one is going to have 180 or more exhibitors. Again, the last one only had, I won't say only, but it had 70 partners, right? This is 180. You're going to get a wealth of options, right? If you're looking at just changing one system, you're going to get 20 different options to choose from. So be prepared. It could be a sensory overload if you're not really comfortable in HR, but it can also be like an enlightenment of like, oh my God, these are all the things I'm working towards, right? It has over 150 different sessions. So tons of opportunity to learn, probably tons of opportunities to get certifications. It's going to give tons of opportunities to either learn an aspect better or to improve an aspect or to be open up to a whole new aspect of HR that you didn't know existed. The next thing that I want to tell you about this conference is that it obviously covers all aspects or all parts of HR. And then the pricing is also one that you need to convert. So you want to go back to that OANDA calendar and you can do your conversions to see how much it's going to cost. I just want you guys to know that some of the major or some of the things that just came to mind is when you go to these conferences, be prepared to network because it's your best opportunity to network. You literally have everybody gathered together. Let's get out of the introvert mindset mindset and let's have some conversations with some vendors, have some conversations with some folks that are attending. Ask some questions. There's no question that's a dumb question at any of these conferences, because that's the reason people go to conferences, so they can understand better. So that's all I have to say on that. One more thing I do want to say is traditionally conferences will offer recertification credits, HRCI, SHRM, probably CIPD as well. If you don't see that information somewhere, please do not hesitate to ask, because a lot of times it's available somewhere and you just don't know. Because a lot of times you really can get majority, if not all of your recertification credits at these conferences. All right, so I hope this helps. And I just want to provide you with all the resources that you can have to propel your career, to stay certified, to learn all you need to do, to get professional development, to continue to show your interest in HR. And so if there's any topic that you feel I missed, or like, Tamika, you really be talking about this, but you don't talk about that, then let me know. Just put it in the comments. If you planning to attend a conference, girl, please put it in the comments, because I really want to know which one you're going to attend. I'm going to follow all of them on socials, because I'm very excited to see, like, from the social media side, how things go. Then I can prioritize on my wish list which one I want to attend first. Those of you who are new here, I want you to know that I'm an HR professional, eat and breathe human resources, been working in HR for almost 13 years. I have started my career as an HR assistant, worked my way up to HR director. Now I gladly sit as a global human resources business partner. I have 3 different master's degrees. I have the MBA that I mentioned already. I also have human resources and management master's degree, human resources leadership master's degree. I have the highest level SHRM certification, and I, again, eat and breathe HR. So you come to this channel for the first time, you're going to see nothing but HR information. You may as well go ahead and subscribe, because I'm going to keep feeding it to your direction. And if you're looking for something, put it in the comments, and I probably have the link to a video where I've already created it. For those of you who are returning, hello, and thank you so much for coming back. I literally cannot wait to see all of you on the next video.